What's up, YouTube land? You know I love you guys. Court is now in session. Okay? Let's see. We the people versus a very sad, estranged common law husband. And so he wrote me and he said, "Can I make my common law wife who left me help with the bills? Me and my common law wife have been together for 30 years. She left the residence that we've been staying in for the past 17 years. We were paying on a vehicle, and she left almost a year ago and left all these bills on me. The car payment, the rent, the insurance, which was all in both of our names. What should I do? Sweetheart, if that is truly your common law wife, if you all have held yourself out as husband and wife for 30 years and you all have been living together, you filed taxes together, and you cohabitated and acted like a married couple and told people that you all were married and said to yourselves that you were married, then you're married. And so I don't know why when she left you, you didn't file a divorce. But this is the thing, guys. We have to always remember, what we want to hurt the other person usually comes back and bites us in our ass. She ran off, left you with all the bills, probably because you're the person that makes the money. So with that being said, whether or not you have a retirement is something that you need to look at. The fact that, she is on the home doesn't matter if it's a lease. If it's a lease, just renew it in your own name and don't worry about her. Okay? If it's not a lease and it's a mortgage and she's on that mortgage with you, you probably need to file, if you don't want to file a divorce, you're going to have to file a suit against her. Because what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to sue her for the interest in that home. And what you're going to do is, it's going to be like a breach of contract. If you all agreed that you all were both going to take care of the home and she's left you with the home but she's getting a benefit, you're going to have to sue her for breach of contract, promissory estoppel, unjust enrichment. You're going to have to request that the home be put in your name, but the court may say that you owe her an interest in that home for the time that she was there, depending on what she did to assist with the payment of that home. So it's a catch-22. If her name's on the home and you've been paying for it all this time, you're going to need to go file a breach of contract suit against her, because at the end of the day, you don't want to pay the home off and the title go in both of your names. That's going to be a problem. You need to make sure that title is just in your name, and there's either a lien put against the home for what she owes or what you owe her, or you're able to buy her out. Because that happens a lot of the times. People continue to pay on mortgages. It's in someone else's name, and when the title hits, it hits in both names. It hits in both names. Whoever's on that mortgage, it doesn't matter if that person didn't pay a dime. When that trustee releases that deed to that property, it will be in both people's names that are on the loan. So you don't want somebody to be unjustly enriched by a loan that they left you to bear on your own. At the point in which she left you to bear it on your own, that's the point in which you need to be 100% owner from that point on. So you're going to need to file a suit. Maybe a suit in partition to separate your interest in that home. And so that you can probably get her also off of that loan. You probably need to get a deed of assumption, a deed of trust secure assumption done, as well as a warranty deed transferred between the parties, so that when it is paid off, it goes just in your name and you understand that interest. But it's complicated, guys. That's why you don't go into stuff with people that you don't really know, or people that you do know, without being married to them, because stuff like this happens. But at the end of the day, I'm going to be honest with you. It seems like you made her like a bandit. I wouldn't really care about anything. It seems like you probably have retirement. Now, if you don't have retirement, then file a divorce. But understand that she's going to get half of everything. Half interest in everything. Once you do that. Whereas, if you just go property for property, car for house, she's not going to get half of it, because of the fact that she's not there paying half of it. So you can sue her out of that stuff. So it depends on what's the best for you. Because if you don't have anything that she can take half of, okay, you probably want to go ahead and you may want to do the divorce. Maybe that's something, and she has something that you may want, you want to do the divorce. But sir, if you're the only one with property, you're the only one with money, don't file a divorce from somebody. Don't do that, because then you're giving her part of what you have. When you really could just go handle each property dispute, with each piece of property separately or together underneath a breach of contract lawsuit. So a lot of the times we have to pay attention. Don't put your money where your mouth is because you're mad at the person leaving you. We know she's a piece of shit. She is wrong to leave you like that after 30 years, sir. But if it does not benefit you to have been married to her, because the assets are going to be split and that means some of your stuff is going to go over here to her, don't do a divorce. Just go straight on the stuff so that she's not on title when you pay it off. That's how that's done. And the heartache, you get a therapist and you deal with that and you move on. Because at the end of the day, I'm just trying to tell you what's best for you. Sometimes it's not best that we claim a marriage where there was no formal marriage. You don't want to claim the only people that want to claim an informal marriage are women that are left with nothing and the man moves on and everything's in his name and he's taken off with stuff. That's when you want to claim an informal marriage. That's really the only time. The person that has all the property and the money doesn't want to claim an informal marriage. They don't want to give it up. You should just partition it. Okay? Just so that you all are understanding of what's going on. I'm going to go a little bit more in depth. Again, guys, like and subscribe here on this channel. Okay? Always post your comments underneath on how you feel. Add me on Instagram, she_ya_lawyer. TikTok, LegalQTee. If you guys want one-on-ones, hit me up on Clarity. You can book there all day. Okay, on Clarity. And you can also email me, booker@bookerlawfirm.com, to get your questions on the show. Eventually, we are going to go live, and I will answer questions that way. But until we get to that point, we're going to do it via video. As I say all the time, court stands in recess. Until next time. Bye-bye.